I don't know what are your beliefs. I don't know which state you are right now in your life, but one thing I do know, if you want to be making money regardless of where you are, regardless of which country, regardless of what's going on with the dollar, with the economy, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of where you are in life, you have to become valuable. You have to become someone of influence. You have to become somebody can solve complex problems. I'm going to say it again. You have to become valuable. You have to become somebody who can influence, somebody who can solve problems. And the reason why I'm saying you is to remind you of something I always preach on my channel. Invest in yourself. Invest in your education. Invest in you. Invest in your skills. Invest in your mindset. Invest in your craft. Work on yourself so much that you are needed, that you can do things so good that nobody can ignore you or whatever that it is that you are doing. So if you want to make money, you become the money machine. Don't wish to have a billion, you be the billion. Educate yourself. And when I say work on yourself, it's because when you work on yourself, it's something that it never finish. It never finish. Because there is no limitations on the amount of skills you can have. There is no limitations on the amount of money you can make. There is no limitations on the amount of problems you can solve. There is no limitation on the amount of things you can do or you can accomplish. But all of those things, the level of money is going to increase the moment you increase the level of who you are as a person, the level of your knowledge, the level of your education, the level of your skills. And I'm not talking about the education you receive in college or university or high school or kindergarten or whatever. No, I'm talking about education about specific areas that you need. Education about specific problems that you can solve. Education about a specific needs in where you can provide the solution. Education about life. In that education about life, you're not going to get it in a high school, in a university, in a college. Because when you go to college, university, you're going to receive the education certain specific people have prepared to give you. And if you depend on somebody else to educate you, your education is going to be limited on what that person wants you to know. That's why you have to become your own library. You have to become your own university. You have to become your own high school. You have to become your own college, which means you have to seek to be educated. You have to seek to have wisdom. You have to seek to know things, not only to believe things, because that's the easy. Anybody can tell you, oh, I believe in this, I believe in that. But how many can tell you, I know this, I know that. I know how to do this, I know how to do that. Invest in yourself. Invest in your mind. Invest in your abilities. Invest in your knowledge. Because if you can become something extremely good, nobody can ignore you, and then you're going to be attracting money. Because people will want your influence. People will want your advice. People will want your energy. And you can put any price that you want. And it's possible. Don't come here if you are somebody who thinks like, oh no, I can make 10 billions. Oh no, I can make 2 millions. I can... No. If you have limitations on the amount of money you can make, that's on you. Me, I don't have limitations. I can make 20 billions. I can make 50, I can make any type of amount of money because I am a money machine. And because I know I live in abundance. Do you think when God put us on this earth, He didn't give none of us the ability to make or to create or to build stuff? Do you think God just put you here to depend on somebody else to control the amount of money you have? No. God did make you here so you can use the tools, so you can use the resources, so you can use the space, so you can use everything available to you, so you can become your own money printer. So nobody can be the one writing your checks, so you can be the one writing your own checks. And you are not going to reach that level if you don't have knowledge, wisdom. And for you to acquire wisdom at a certain thing, for you to be extremely good at something, you have to spend years doing it, which is the part other people don't want to do. You want to make the billion now. You want to be happy now. You want to build the house now. You want to have the mansion now. You want to have the house now. You want to have the fame, the attention, the money now. No. First put the work and then receive it. It takes years to become good at anything that you are going to do. It takes More than years, it takes consistent practice. Imagine if you dedicate 5 years becoming the expert at one thing. Imagine now if you can spend 10 years. Now imagine if you can spend 20 years. Imagine if you can spend 30 years. The amount of time, the amount of years, the amount of decades you can invest into doing something or becoming good at something, the better you are going to be. Because the more you do it, the more you practice it, the more you breathe it, the more you listen about it, the more you practice it, the more you do it, the more you hear it, the more you read it, the more you surround yourself with that specific thing, the more you're going to become good at it. But most people know they're going to do it for 1 month. Then, oh, well, it didn't work. Then they're going to go for 1 week. Oh, well, they didn't go. Then 1 year. Then 2 hours. I'm not seeing results. Then 1 week. I'm not seeing results. Then 1 month. Oh, my God, nobody's supporting me. Then 2 months. Oh, my God, this is so hard. I'm not making it. Forget about months. Start seeing it in decades. Tell yourself in 10 years, I'm going to have it. Give yourself a long period of time, because amazing things, great things that last decades, take decades to build. There is no single human being that nowadays inspire you, that has created any type of wealth or has built a company or a business that has been around for years. That person will tell you, I invested another years. If you want to receive something for a decade, be willing to educate yourself on that thing for a decade. Be willing to practice on that thing for a decade. Be willing to listen about that thing for a decade. Be willing to read about that thing for a decade. Be willing to work for that thing about a decade. Because if I ask you, I bet you don't want to make money only when you're feeling good. You don't only want to make money when you are happy. You don't only want to make money when you are single or when you are with your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You don't want to make money only when things are going well. I bet you want to make money every single day, every single second, every single minute. So why can't you dedicate every single second, every single minute towards that thing? You don't have to be physical. It can be mental. You can even visualize, imagine consistently the life you want to live, consistently. Tell your subconscious mind that you already have it and see how it comes into your reality. Again, at least that's my opinion. The best way somebody can make money, or somebody can have money without depending on other people, is if the person increase his or her own abilities to make money, abilities to provide value, abilities to solve problems, ability to just create or to find a need and bring a solution. Or matter of fact, have a solution and then look for the problem. You are capable. You are capable. See yourself as a money machine. See yourself achieving billions. There is no limitations. Again, do not limit yourself. Whatever amount you want to have, you can have it. There is no limitations unless the one you put in yourself. If you want to make money, invest in you. I'm telling you, and it always pays off. You are the best investment you can make, because if you invest in yourself, nobody can take that away from you. Anybody can take your degree away from you. Anybody can take your job, if you have a job, away from you. But nobody can take your own business away from you. Nobody can take the things you know how to do away from you. Nobody can take your education away from you. So invest in yourself. Nobody can take the things you know how to do away from you. Nobody can take your talent, your gifts away from you. But you have to work on those talents, on those gifts, so they can become excellent. Don't be like, oh, I have this talent, that's it for me. No. Become good at it as well. Educate yourself. Invest in yourself. Invest in your educations, in your skills, in your knowledge, in your talent. Invest in you consistently. Invest in you. Don't wish to make a billion.